Hey, welcome into Domesticated Gamblers. And if you want a shit ton of bets to make this weekend, you're at the right place. We are three dads with our favorite picks of the day. What? Well, you didn't like that, Tito?
Who the hell is this calling up here in the hoodie?
Oh, shit. Tito's already sitting, gonna scream, so that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I expect a lot of screaming on today's show. That's our fan of the week, B. Fishman, who we will introduce here in just a minute. But it is Domesticated Gamblers, three dads with their favorite picks of the day. And we are with you each and every weekday here on YouTube. It's February 10th, 2023. I'm Eric. There's Sean. There's some guy with a mustache.
And it's Tito time, baby.
Well, B. Fishman is here with us, and we're going to get to him here in just a minute. But please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. That'll help us out a lot. Also post a comment on our videos so we can interact with you there. And hit that notification bell too so you can get our videos as soon as we post them. Show is also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Just search Domesticated Gamblers at any of those places and you'll find us. And if you listen on Apple, please take 1 minute, give us a 5-star rating, and write a quick review. If you're listening to the show but want to see a guy with a mustache, just go to youtube.com/@domesticatedgamblers. Man, we got a lot of stuff. We're also now on TikTok as of today.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tito. So just search Domesticated Gamblers to find us. And you can also follow us on Twitter @GamblingDads. That's where I recap our plays and track all of our records. And my God, there's going to be a lot of stuff that we need to track this weekend. So, all right, boys, a lot going on today. Big show before the Super Bowl, but it's also the day before UFC 284. And here to go heads up against Tito and expose him for the fraud that he is, please welcome to the show our fan of the week, B. Fishman. B. Fishman. How you doing today,
guys? I'm doing good. Glad to be here. I'm ready to put down this guy who just screams and yells every day on the podcast. So I'm ready to go.
You love it. You love me screaming. Eric, my pictures on my goodness on TikTok, baby. It's all going to be about Tito on TikTok. Tito and TikTok go like ham and cheese, baby. Tito's got it all figured out with YouTube, with Twitter, with TikTok, with FacePack, with Insta. It's all Tito time all the time, baby. Check out some videos. I got a bonus show that I'm going to shoot that I'm going to post to you guys about this fraud CYC think a rough crap. I don't even know. B. Fishman's probably one of these guys that likes to thank referees, too. He's a complete fraud. I'm going to expose that guy for what he is, fraud, when it comes to UFC and MMA. He don't know nothing about nothing. Come to Tito. Get on the Tito trend daily.
Well, I just want to say hello to my brother. That's we are related, and thanks for coming on the show. Tito likes to mock family. He's anti-family, I guess. I don't know what that is, what he's trying to do here. But anyway, thank you, B. Fishman, for hopping on and taking some time out of your schedule. He is also a dad, so he can be in the Domesticated Dad talk as well. So we got 4 domesticated dads on here today, and I'm excited for the show. Super Bowl Sunday, I got a couple good questions of the day lined up. So let's get into this thing. Let's go.
All right, well, good dads. Tito's going to show B. Fishman who his daddy is a little bit later on with his MMA talk, and don't you worry about that, Eric.
Tito doesn't read body language in terms of when the point guard needs to step in and take the ball. Tito just comes in and grabs it from me. Well, B. Fishman, let's find out a little bit more about you, sir. So, growing up with Sean, domesticated dad now. Tell us about your situation. What do you got going on? What's your story?
Well, I'm just a domesticated dad who's not as good as a gambler as my brother is, but I'm here to learn. I gamble on things that I know, and once I heard that punk Tito start talking about UFC, got me fired up, got me ready to go. I was like, put me on the show. It's over. So today, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take care of business, and you guys will probably have me on again when I go 3-0.
Wow. The confidence is brimming. I see that runs in the family, the confidence.
So if I got a quick little story time. Growing up with sports with my brother, it was always a joy. He's 10 years younger than me, so he always kind of followed my train. He was a Packer fan for a long time because of me and a lot of other things. But some of my fondest memories are I can't even tell you how many days in a row we played wiffle ball in the backyard together. It was like every day, and it was some great times. I don't think he beat me in one-on-one hoops I didn't let him beat me. I can't remember. I was probably like 31, 32. So there was always a running little competition between me and him, but he definitely can school me now on some hoops, but I made him earn it. I made him earn it for sure.
He shocked the world a couple of years ago and defeated you on Griffey, baby, which I absolutely love. And little kudos to B. Fishman for that stuff. I know it took about 30 years for one person to get Sean, so finally kudos to you for B. Fishman for doing it. So many times this guy was down 3-0 and came back out of nowhere to win Griffey baseball on Super Nintendo. So I tip my cap to you for that, sir.
Thank you, sir.
He was down 3-0 and got
I was
changed,
down 3-0.
so,
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Got a taste of his own medicine.
Full circle here.
Oh man, what about growing up with Sean B. Fishman? What memories do you have of growing up with your brother?
Oh man, well, he's been everything I know about sports since I was born. So football, I wouldn't have known anything about football if it wasn't for my brother. And like he said, growing up, wiffle ball, anything that we could play, we played. Out in the street, we're both competitive. As you guys know, we both like to talk a little shit. So
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. Same thing even on video games. Since Tito's got that stupid headset on, we'll just go ahead and say it. Sean used to just talk on the mic for me so I wouldn't get made fun of when I was a little kid. And I took care of business on Call of Duty. So that is what it is.
That's good teamwork there.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
Tito still gets taking shots at. I just sing the praises of B. Fishman. He still takes a shot at me. Here, I'm trying to mend fences here, and all you guys do is come after me. I'm sick and tired of it.
You ask for it, Tito. You ask for it every day.
Yeah, you sure do. I gotta turn you down when you get on when it's your turn to talk. I'm like, people in the office are yelling at me.
It's all about Tito time, baby. Everyone wants to hear my beautiful voice.
Everybody can hear you. I promise.
I need to find a way to be able to control the mute button on this show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Tito's the one in charge of that, and I think he abuses that privilege quite frequently. I'm sure we'll get another taste of it today. I just got to say, Tito, I can't stop looking at your mustache. You look like Tiger Woods on a Sunday, except you're white and with a mustache and with headphones. It's outstanding. What inspired you to do the mustache? Was it the Eisenhower discussion yesterday?
I can't lie. The Eisenhower discussion did bring it up, and I was a little skeptic about doing it because Sean said that females like people without the mustache, and Tito had a fantastic beard going on. I got a fantastic evening plan. I got some domesticated dad duties. I got a father-daughter dance for the second weekend in a row that I have to go to, and my second daughter, Charlotte, absolutely loves my mustache. She thinks it's totally creepy, but she's an entertainer just like her daddy is, and so she wants to see everyone gawking at the mustache, at the stash. She wants to see all the ladies coming up and saying, and all the dads come up and saying, "How did you get it that luscious? How did you get it that plump, man?" Well, I'm gonna inform some dads on how that transpires, and so it's a little bit of the conversation yesterday. It's B. Fishman being here. I had another fantastic night last night. I mean, it's just all over and over again. It's Tito's world, and you guys are just living in it, Daddy. So if anyone can pull up the mustache, it's Tito. So that's why I did it.
And Charlotte is aware that you have shaved to show off the mustache, correct? You're not surprised?
No question about it, Daddy. I showed her first thing in the morning, and don't you worry your pretty little hair about it. She loved it. She was the one recording me this morning when I was dropping them off, and I was having my first hot toilet take of the day. I had another one after that, and I got another one coming a little bit later on after this show premieres, baby.
All right. Well, I want to get into this real quick, Tito, because I know youth sports is our bailiwick. Tell me about the CYC referees. Is it Thank a Ref weekend? Tell me what's going on with that.
I did receive the email. So I kind of thought maybe
as a CYC, you get the email saying Thank a Ref, and that's a complete fraud of an email.
They were making this email for you, about our show. I feel like they're coming right after us.
I mean, they might be. But again, I ain't worried about it. Is Tito scared? Hell no. Like I said, I'm going to have another video that premieres after this video uploads, baby. And everyone's going to know what my thoughts on the CYC are. Thanking a ref. Abomination of an idea. These refs don't know what they're talking about. And so don't worry your pretty little hair. It's called a tease, Daddy. And that's what we're doing. We're teasing it for a little bit later. So you just sit there at your YouTube show station, whatever you want to call it, and you wait for my video to premiere because it's going to be phenomenal, baby.
All right. Well, I'll save it for your bonus video then. We can save the talk for then. B. Fishman, I'm assuming were you were there when Tito moved in, or who was it that moved in? Was it Tito?
They moved into my neighborhood. Get your facts straight. Come on, okay. Eric. You're supposed to be the poet man here.
You're right. Okay. So B. Fishman, when you see this at the time, chubby kid who's now, he just looks like a beautiful, beautiful man right now. But at the time, Tito, you had a little plumpness to you, but you've worked your ass off and you look outstanding now. But B. Fishman, what was your first impression when you met Tito for the first time?
Shut up. That's basically
guy.
I remember him screaming about Doug Flutie for some reason, just hooting and hollering. So yeah, that guy just never shuts up. But you just kind of get used to it at a point. No, that's Sean's friend, whatever.
I remember, I guess I was 16, Tito was 17, and B. Fishman was, I guess, 6. And I was coaching him up on some routes to run. Had Tito playing a little defense, pumped Tito once, and he hits him on a deep route. It was a thing of beauty when a 6-year-old's beating the 17-year-old on a deep route.
Fake news. I was changing B. Fishman's diapers when he was 3 and 4 years old. I don't know what you're talking about. I was helping out every which way. Total fraud. So, he never beat me.
Oh, yeah. On a couple shake and bake routes.
There's a couple times.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. We had a field right next to our house for a long time. We played wiffle ball there. We played cork ball. Football. A lot of days of football. Hockey out in the driveway. We played basketball. Anything you can think of, we did it. We walked around. I can't tell you how many years us 3 walked around on Halloween. Just a lot of great memories on that street.
Absolutely. Great memories. Great to have you guys in my life. I appreciate every moment that you guys were there on Sedan with me and my family. And man, it was some great moments. And I'm still so happy that you guys can still be part of the Tito fan club like you are. I know you guys talk about all this sharpshooting and all this stuff. That's fine. I can take it. I know it's for content purposes. I know you guys all love Tito, baby.
And also, congrats with the BPN hat. I noticed that, B. Fishman. Congrats on the new gig.
Thank you. Yes, it is pretty awesome. I enjoy going to work every day, and it's a super cool culture. And yeah, just love it, man.
Feel free to give the company a plug. Tell people what you're doing and where you're at.
Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to do that.
They want to hear more Tito talk, Daddy.
Yeah, well, he might be running for politics one day, and I don't want this to come back. So,
don't want the unrated content.
Good call there.
Right. Well, with Tito on here, you never know. So.
Yeah, that's a wise idea. You're wise beyond your years, B. Fishman. Well, before we get into the competition part of the show, I know your brother is prepared. It sounds like a couple questions for us. So, B. Fishman, you're in for a treat as you join us here for the question of the day. Sean, what do you have?
So what are your go-to or favorite Super Bowl snacks? This is question 1. So we'll let the guests go first.
Okay, so my favorite Super Bowl snack has got to be Old Dad's Rotel dip, cheese.
Oh.
That's an easy pick. I can't stress it enough. But since we're doing the whole question of the day, and you guys did the baseball movies, and I was obviously listening. What about Moneyball in 42? Nobody.
Oh, yeah.
I love 42. I thought that was a great movie. Nobody even hits a lick towards it. I don't know what you guys have been watching. It's not 1980s anymore, guys. Get off.
You're showing your Gen Z generation.
Yeah, right.
What did I say on the show on movies? I said I love every sport movie, baby. I was told to give my top 3. What do you want me to do? You want me to give my 18? I'm a listener. I'm a pleaser. I want people to know I listen to the question the right way. Okay? I can't give up 18,000 movies. I know I probably seen 18,000 different sports movies. So what do you want me to do? Both fantastic movies. Kudos for you to mention them.
Fair enough. But yes, Rotel dip. And yeah, that would be my number one pick. It's the first thing that comes to mind.
Tito, what do you got, buddy? Anything?
I love the Cyborg sauce. Chicken wings, baby. I love them. I can't wait to have them this weekend. They're going to be slapping up over this mustache. I'll have some more for the ride home from Eric's house. Man, I'm going to be loving every minute of my Cyborg wings, baby.
So I literally wrote down Rotel dip. Right as someone said it, I go, Rotel dip, man. I eat it like once a year, and that's by far my favorite Super Bowl appetizer. Also, and I have some of these for Sunday. I'm sure you boys are familiar with it being lifelong St. Louisans. Red Hot Riplet potato chips.
Oh, yeah.
Mother of God, if you want a good barbecue chip and you live in the St. Louis area, you need to get some Red Hot Riplets from Schnucks wherever you shop. Those are phenomenal. Tito, I got some Mick Ultra for Sunday. I know you like your Mick Ultra. Sounds like they're going to be a very active advertiser during the game. So I think it would be very topical to be washing down those Red Hot Riplets with some Mick Ultra. So yeah, Rotel dip. That's 2 votes for Rotel dip.
Yep.
Yeah, for me, you always think of pizza on Super Bowl Sunday. Everyone's got the pizza, but and usually everyone cheaps out and they go with Domino's or Pizza Hut, just the cheapest stuff they can get to fill it up for the party, which is okay, but it's usually not the best pizza on Super Bowl Sunday party. But I'm gonna go with Rotel is a phenomenal answer. I'm gonna go with 7-layer dip. I like that 7-layer dip, and usually it's at the Super Bowl parties, and I just love it.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. Now, pizza. I need you to elaborate on this because I'm providing pizza on Sunday. To Sean? What do you want as a pizza? I've already purchased something. I have something in line, but I'm curious what your opinion is.
I'm just not a big fan of that Domino's. It gives me the runs usually after I eat it.
Oh, Bill, love it.
Hey, since you guys are on TikTok now, they show a video of how they make the Domino's sauce. It'll make sense to you why you're like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, go ahead.
I don't know. I like a St. Louis pizza and wings for a Super Bowl party. That'd be all right. Something like that.
Well, Tito, I know you're a fan of frozen pizza. And I've purchased 5 frozen pizzas from Schnucks, ready to pop them in the oven one after the other. It is a rising crust Schnucks brand pizza. Schnucks is a client of mine.
Those are good.
Job. I love them. Schnucks, sponsor our show. We love you. But yeah, Tito, I got pepperoni. I know you like your pepperoni. I got some 3 meat with some pepperoni and some sausage and some beef on there. You're just going to have to deal with it. Pick it off if you don't like it. But plenty of pepperoni for you. I love a frozen pizza. It's cheap. And I agree, Sean. You spend like $15 on a Domino's pizza. If I'm going to splurge on buying pizza, it's going to be Emos.
Yeah, right.
I think Pizza Hut's pretty decent. But Domino's and Papa John's, like, no, thank you. I'm just not into that.
I'm with you. I give you A+ on getting those frozen pizzas. Great call. I'd rather that than some cheap-ass Domino's.
All right, sweet. Well, if you boys want to bring your favorites, bring your Cyberg's wings, bring your Rotel dip feel free. I got pizza, I got Chippies, and I got a bunch of Mick Ultra. So looking forward to that.
All right, so the second part of the question is, what's your strange or funny superstitions for game day, or if you got a bet on a game, and or your favorite team? Like, if you got a favorite jersey that you used to wear as a kid and you wouldn't wash it, how many days did you go? So either that or superstition for game day.
You know, it's funny. I used to be a lot more superstitious when I was more of a degenerate gambler and not like an educated, calm, in control gambler. I don't really do much of that. I'm going to grab one thing real quick. So I got this cardboard cutout of my dad. That
nice.
During the COVID year, they didn't have fans. And remember, the Cardinals, of course, DeWallet's got to get his money somehow. So they sold cardboard cutouts. And my Aunt Mo bought this for my dad. And he was still alive at the time. But so he could see himself on the game. It wasn't every game, but some of the games, you could see his face on there. And so now, and I think you guys saw it when they were playing in the playoffs and you guys are over at our house watching the game. I got to have Pops next to me so we can still watch the game together. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's probably the only thing I still do now.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I don't have a superstition typically. I mean, it depends on the run, Daddy. Every year is different. If I know that I have a hot game going on and I'm wearing this quarter zip and I'm wearing this hat and I'm in the same spot, I'm just going to keep wearing it. I'll wash it, obviously. I mean, you got 5 Rugrats running around spilling milk and doing a bunch of crazy crap around, so I got to wash. But I'll wear the same outfit, but I'll wash it. But if it doesn't work one game, it's out. I'll just do something totally different. So I've never really done anything where I've stopped washing something, but I'll wear the same outfit over and over again. If I've attended an event, if I've watched a game and it's an important game, and we've won before, so that's how I do it.
Good answer.
Yeah, I don't think I have like a superstition. When I'm heavily invested or I'm gambling, I like to drink, so that would be my one thing that that happens when I'm betting. But yeah, I don't really think I have one. I used to rock the Robbie Fabry jersey. I was big on that. I would wear that every time I was watching the Blues. But as far as like superstition goes, it's I can't really say that that's on me.
Boy, you guys aren't like me. I have superstition on Packer game day. When I am home, I wake up in the morning, and the first thing we do is we get 7 ice cubes in one glass, and we drink out of that. Lucky number 7. Then we hop in the shower and we play "Bang on the Drum All Day" by Todd Rundgren. And so that's my superstition. I sit in the same spot when I'm watching the game. And I do ride the jersey out. I'll wear the one Roger jersey or the next, depending on if that jersey's been winning or not. This year was a little rough, so there was quite a few refilling the 7 ice cubes in a cup. So that was a little rough this year, but that's my superstitions.
I like that. I think B. Fishman might need to go back and watch our 10 Commandments of Sports Gambling show as he's mixing the drinking and the gambling. That's a dangerous, dangerous play there, B. Fishman.
Yeah. No, I know it is, and it's come to bite me in the butt in most sports. So that's why I came on to talk UFC.
No, that's why. Don't worry about
college
it.
Basketball, baby.
Don't even worry about it. Just keep on drinking, do whatever you want. Just follow Tito's play because I'm up over $3,000 of the year, baby. Yeah. So just keep following Tito. You'll do nothing wrong, Daddy.
Congratulations on your fake bankroll.
Oh man, clip that off. I like that one. We're gonna use that one for a while. Well, B. Fishman, you're a natural at this, bringing up your UFC and going up against Tito, because we're ready to segue to our Fan of the Week challenge. B. Fishman's going to choose one of us to go against. If it's not Tito, I'm going to crawl through the screen and punch you. But you and your opponent will each.
Yeah, we don't want none of this.
You and your opponent are each going to make 3 picks for this weekend. Again, odds no higher than -120. If you finish with a better record than your opponent, you will win a $10 gift card. So, B. Fishman, the time has arrived. Who are you choosing as your opponent?
Okay, so I like the start of the main card.
Hold on, you got to pick your opponent.
It is Tito, right?
He doesn't even pick anybody. I muted him. He doesn't even know how this goes. It's Tito. It's going to be Tito time versus the B. Fishman. Unmute yourself. Let's go.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah. So for my first pick, so I was going to do, 3 under, like you guys said, is Parker Porter. He's +110. He is the ultimate loser of the UFC. He's the most boring fighter in the world, and he's facing a guy who's a 2-pump chump, Justin Tafa, who can fight for about 30 seconds, and if he doesn't knock him out by then, he's a wash. So they're both coming off the losses. It's going to be basically a contract fight to see who's going to stay in the UFC and get beat more and more. But Parker Porter is an easy one for me. He'll sit on top of him. He'll win the fight.
Alliteration aside, it's a terrible bet, terrible play. Don't know where you got that name from. Don't know where you get the spike from, but that's a terrible play.
I don't know if you even know who's even on the card. So we'll see what happens.
Why don't we do this one by one, and we'll see. Hopefully there's no overlap. So, Tito, why don't you give your first pick?
You want me to give a first pick? Fine, I'll give you my first pick, baby. It's Tito time. It's MMA. It's UFC tomorrow night. Come on over if you want to watch Tito dominate the fights tomorrow night. I'm going to have people over drinking, having a good old time. I'm going to go with Jack Della Madalena or some crap like that. It's Randy Brown. Randy Brown, the Jamaican fool. He don't know what he's doing. He's always complaining about being disrespected, talking about how this Jack is overhyped. This Jack guy has been on fire as of late, baby. He's a straight up gangster. He finishes people left and right, baby. Last year, multiple times, ending by spectacular finishes. He's coming off 2 straight performances in the night plays. We're going to go with Jack Madalena and the Randy Brown fight to end in the first 60 seconds, Daddy, at plus 900. Wow. And that's a 3-star play. It's not going long. It's going to be a bunch of TKOs. Going to be a bunch of KOs. They got to get it right. Australia loves the fighting. I love providing the fighting. So here we go.
I want to make sure I heard that right. So your bet is that the fight with the Jack Della Madalena guy or whatever his name is, it's going to end in the first...
Mandolina.
All right.
So
it'll end in the first 60 seconds. That
doesn't matter.
It's going to end in the first 60 seconds. One of them is going to beat one or the other in the first 60 seconds. That is a plus 900, and that's a 3-star play.
Well, I question the strategy of Tito to have a plus 900.
Eric, if you saw the stats, if you saw what's going on, like you should have followed me last month, you wouldn't be questioning anything, Daddy.
All right. I'm trusting you, man. I don't know shit about this stuff. So, B. Fishman, pick number 2.
Just going on Tito's pick. So it's a great pick. I don't know about the whole 60-second thing, but Jack is a beast. So there is a little bit of a possibility, but I think you're going to be right. Need the check for the $10 next week. My 3-star play is Islam Makhachev, winner by submission. It's hold on.
Plus 150, baby. We're on the same play.
Yeah, there you go. That's an easy one. That's the lock. He'll do it.
They're both on the same play there.
And we're both on the same play. That is the lock. If Makhachev's going to win, that's how he's going to do it. He's going to win by submission. He ain't going to go the distance. You know, this guy is not a fight. He hasn't fought in any 5-round fight except for where he never has. He's only been in one fight that was a championship fight in a main event spot. But this guy is legit. If he wins, though, it's going to be by submission. This guy is equivalent to Khabib. He knows how to do a bunch of different things. He's the next rising star. But I'm going to tell you what, Daddy, that's a 2-star play for me on the Makhachev win by submission. But I'll tell you right now, Volkanovski is not going to lose this fight. He's going to win outright. It's a plus 310 play, Daddy. He's winning this fight. It's going to be probably by TKO or by KO. This guy either finishes inside the first 3 rounds or he goes the distance. If it goes past 3 rounds, I love Volkanovski. If it goes within the first 2 rounds, I love Volkanovski. The only way I see it happening is if he gets caught somewhere where there's a submission triangle type choke or something like that. But Volkanovski, plus 310, 3-star play. He's going to light up the crowd, and he's going to take home the championship, baby.
I don't see how that can happen, but I love the panache. You got great panache.
How can you not see that happening? Volkanovski has fought 3 times over the last 6 months. This Islam guy hasn't fought like in the last 6 years. Okay, this guy is a fraud. He don't know what he's doing. He needs to have he needs Volkanovski to make a mistake to actually get something done here. Volkanovski's way too strong of a competitor to be able to get caught in some sort of triangle choke unless he gets over exuberant with some of his punches.
All right. I'm going to have to go back and watch that because I missed a lot of that. I don't know there's a lot of words there. I don't know what they mean. And a lot of
Volkanovski to win, 3-star play, plus 310.
So that's your 3rd play?
That's the 3rd play, Daddy. 3rd play. Volkanovski plus 310 to win. Makhachev to win by submission. That's a 2-star play. That's at 150, plus 150. And then Jack Della Madalena versus Randy, the fraud Jamaican Brown, to end in the first 60 seconds, plus 900. 3-star play.
Hey, Fishman, do you still need to give out a third play? I've lost track.
Yes, that one's easy for me. It's Alonzo Manyfield. That's the first fight of the night. He's fighting Jimmy Crute, and at the beginning of the week, it started. The line was a lot higher for Jimmy Crute, but he really hasn't beat anybody significant in the UFC. He loses to big brawlers. Alonzo Manyfield is like just a giant brick shithouse. I think it's a KO. They're gonna just go after each other. And what was that at? Plus 155. Alonzo Manyfield for the win.
Terrible take, awful take. They're the easiest.
You don't even know who those two are
on pay-per-view. I'll tell you what, B. Fishman, I'll be watching the prelims, and I'll be studying the main event of the prelims. And if the prelims ends in a KO, then your play has no shot at happening. But if the prelims end with this a standard decision,
yeah,
I can maybe see that happening. But man, I don't buy it at all.
Fair enough.
Jimmy Crute? That's the opponent. His name's Jimmy Crute?
Don't let me down, Jimmy Crute.
Thank you, Tito.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
No. I totally have to go back and watch this because I'm like, I just stopped writing down. So, well, we'll track it this weekend. All right, so the plays are in. B. Fishman, good luck to you. I'm actually really excited to see this because you guys are two UFC studs going head-to-head against each other. So I guess the lock of the night, how do you pronounce it? Makachev,
baby.
Makachev.
By submission. Apparently is the lock of the night because you're both on it, right?
No, not the lock of the night. Just because I'm on it doesn't mean that it's the lock of the night. I'm telling you that Volkanovski is going to win. I'm playing both sides of it here, baby. I'm covering both my angles here, Daddy.
Okay, I don't think Tito understands how the competition works because we're grading this by record, not by money.
Good. I'm going to go 2-1, hopefully.
Does he not realize that he's setting himself up for failure?
He's got 0 3-star plays.
He's costing me $10 on incompetence here. He's showing his ignorance of a gambler right now. What is going on?
He's making himself lose one way or the other. I'm
not. What are you talking about? I'm not.
He has both fighters in the fight to win straight up.
No, wrong again. No, if Volkanovski, if Makachev wins, it's going to be by submission.
Oh, I got you. Okay, well then there's a chance, but you're still going to lose one of them.
I'll lose one of them, but they're 3-star. How many 3-stars does B. Fishman have? He's at 0.
That's not what the fan of the week is. It's just 3-0. It's just 3 picks. There's no stars involved.
There should be stars involved. B. Fishman, put some stars behind your picks, Daddy.
So you're going to have to pick something different because the show has the money on the line, and I'm going to have to call TO here. We can't allow this.
Hey, if I win, I want to give it to charity anyway.
All right.
I don't need the handouts from Tito.
I want the $10 gift card, Daddy, right now. Let's go.
All right, this segment, I loved it. It did go off the rails, but I loved it. So, all right, the picks are in. B. Fishman, good luck to you, brother. All right, let's get to it. I love how Tito admonishes people for not listening to the show, and despite me clearly telling him what the rules of the competition are, just completely ignores it.
Yes.
You never said anything about stars. I thought these were the standard plays that you wanted me to pick, Daddy.
All right, we're going to move on. All right, let's get to the real picks. Tito, you have the honors. All right, we are living in Tito's world. Sean, I don't know if you saw this last night. You guys were on opposite sides of the St. Mary's Loyola Marymount game. And Tito was on the over and Sean was on the under. The total was 127.5. Regulation ended so that the game should have been over, but it was tied. And the total was at 126. So the game gets another 5 minutes. Tito cashes his play. Sean, you actually lost 2 games in overtime last night. I would say overtime is where underdogs and unders go to die. You lost 2 of those last night. Yeah, it's going to happen. I appreciate that outlook because that's right. Sometimes it's going to go against you. Sometimes it's going to go for you. But Tito was the beneficiary last night. That was his only pick of the night. So 1-0 plus 300. Tito has eclipsed the 3,000 mark for the year. 25-15 plus $3,260 overall. And of course, our leader for February as well, 9-6 and plus $870. I do want to recap all of our action for the weekend it's in so far before you give any additional picks. Okay, so I'm going to rattle this off just so it's all here on one show in case people want to use any of your picks. All right, for the Super Bowl, the opening kickoff to be a touchback. You're going with yes, minus 150 as a 3-star play for Tito. The Eagles to have the first challenge of the game, plus 100, 2-star play. The first challenge of the game to not be successful, doesn't matter which team it is, plus 110 for a 2-star play. You got CEH, Clyde, to score a touchdown, plus 500, 1-star play. This one, a player to score 3 or more rushing or receiving touchdowns in the game. So the same player to score at least 3 touchdowns. Yes, plus 450 for a 2-star play. Mahomes to throw an interception. No, minus 125, 2-star play. And you were on the Chiefs money line, plus 110 for a 3-star play. So those are Tito's picks for the Super Bowl so far. Tito, do you have anything else for tonight or this weekend?
I sure do, Daddy. Those 3 picks that I picked against B. Fishman are on the line too for me in my picks. And I gotta go to college basketball tonight. You know, Sean was kicking himself for not going with Iona a few nights ago, so we're gonna go with Iona. They're laying 12 against Cassius or Kansas or something like that in Buffalo, New York. And Rick has this team thriving right now. They're second in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, Daddy. They're easily going to take care of this fraud of a team. Kansas is terrible. They're 3-12 in conference. No way that Iona loses this game, and they're gonna take the 12 points and give it to them, and still gonna win outright. And just to Eric's point, and again, you know, everyone wants to complain about Tito talking and being so loud. My 3-star play hits last night, and yet somehow it's my fault that it went to overtime. Somehow it's my fault that my 3-star play hit. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Get on the Tito train, folks. I'm hitting everything left and right. I'm over $3,000 up, and it's so-called fake bets. Well, if you were following Tito, you'd be up to over 3,000. That's legitimate, but somehow it's fake. So you take for what you want, and those are my plays. So there you go. There you have it.
Fake bank roll.
Tito, how many stars are on that Iona play tonight?
Oh, it's a 3-star play, baby.
I should have known. All right, you got 3 stars on Ricky Pitino, another Rigatoni special tonight as Iona's laying 12. Don't let me down,
Ricky.
Don't let me down, Ricky Pitino. Don't let me down. So it's Iona minus 12 against Canisius. Canisius is how you pronounce the school.
Canisius.
I would have said Canisius too, Tito. I would have said it the same way.
All right, I'm up next. Last night I went 1-2. I lost $120. February 21-19, down to 70. Overall, still in the green, but barely. 43-34, plus $114. So it is a big weekend for me. I'll go with my 3 plays for this weekend first before recapping the Super Bowl. Oh, God. I'm on the Dayton money line tonight against the Billikens. I do not want to take Dayton minus 5 because I know what Travis Ford's going to do. He's going to F me over. Here's how the game's going to go. They're going to be getting their ass kicked for the entire first 35 minutes of the game. And then they'll make some late charge and they're going to lose by 4. So the Billikens, I think, are going to cover. I'm going to take Dayton on the money line. I'm laying a little bit, but I'm going to be, it will ruin my weekend if I bet on Dayton minus 5 and SLU loses by 4. So Dayton money line minus 205 on FanDuel. That is a 1-star play. I said I was going to lower my volume in soccer, and that is the truth. I'm only on 2 games this weekend. Tomorrow at 8:30, I'm on the Hoffenheim-Leverkusen game in the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen again, Tito. I'm on their game again. I'm taking both teams to score an over 2.5 goals. That's at minus 120 on Bovada. That's for a 1-star play. And then the big one that's going to determine probably my weekend as we head to the Super Bowl. Sunday, 10:30 in the morning. Manchester City is out for blood. I'm not going to go into it why they are, but they are going to beat the hell out of Aston Villa this weekend. I'm taking Manchester City minus 1.5 at minus 143 on Bovada. That is for a 3-star play. So I'm laying $429 to win 300. I think they are going to absolutely take this team to Pound Town, and I feel really, really good about that play. My Super Bowl bets, let me fly through them. Opening kickoff, touchback. I'm on the no with Sean, plus 150 for a 2-star play. Jalen Hurts' first rushing attempt, under 4.5 yards, minus 112 for a 1-star play. Townsend, the Chiefs punter, first punt, over 46.5 yards, minus 118 for a 1-star play. First team to use a timeout, the Chiefs, minus 115 for a 2-star play. Pacheco to catch a pass before Miles Sanders does, minus 130 for a 1-star play. Sean and I, we're going to be high-fiving when this happens. Over 2.5 players to throw a pass in the game, minus 125 for a 1-star play. Mahomes to throw an interception, yes, minus 105, 1-star play. Dallas Goedert, over 18.5 yards for his longest catch, minus 108, 1-star play. Both teams to kick a 33-yard field goal, no, minus 110. 33 or more.
More,
yards.
yeah.
No, minus 110 for a 1-star play. Longest gross punt, Chiefs, minus 155, 1-star play. Miles Sanders lead the game in rushing yards, plus 175, 1-star play. That play has moved so much, it's now minus money. I got it at plus 175. So I really need that one to hit. That'd be awesome. The team that scores last will win the game. Yes. Minus 210, 2-star play. I'm on the under 51 for a 2-star play, and I'm on the Chiefs money line, plus 105 for a 1-star play. My God, I'm going to be looking at my phone for this entire game while you boys are over. All right, that's the action for me. Let's move on to Sean. Last night, God, your first awful day, 0-5, you lost $550. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to all of us multiple times. February, 14-20, down $455. So in the last place for the month, but overall, still good to go. 46-41, plus over 9 units, $905. So Sean, I know you're going to bounce back. I know you don't chase. I know you're in a good mindset as we head into the weekend. So what do you got for us for this weekend? And then I'll recap your plays.
I'm going to follow you on Man U, 3-star play.
Yep.
Like that.
I don't hear you talk much about that like that. You had a little conviction in your voice. So I'm going to follow you on that one. And then I'm gonna jump into some more props that I really like. I don't agree with Miles Sanders. Everyone can say they were resting him in the second half. I think Kenneth Gainwell, he's been a spark for the Eagles. So I'm all over Kenneth Gainwell again this week. I got over 11.5 receiving yards for a 2-star play. Beat that in 2 catches last week or 2 weeks ago.
What are the odds on that?
The odds on that one were 15. This one was
all good.
15. We had Gainwell over 1.5 receptions, 2-star play. We got that at minus 115. Gainwell rushing yards over 19.5, 1-star play. That was minus 110. And then we're going to go Gainwell anytime TD plus 260, 1-star play. Gainwell 18-1 to score the first TD of the game. I'm going to go with that for a long shot play. And then we're going to go with Mahomes, 3-star play to win the Super Bowl MVP at plus 130.
Wow, I like that. I was wondering if you were going to put a little bit on Gainwell to win the MVP. I wonder what the odds are on that. Something crazy, I would think.
Oh, I'm sure. I might throw $5 on that personally. But I think Mahomes gets it done, and the MVP in the Super Bowl. These guys, the writers are both, they're doing it right then on the spot. So short-term memory. Donald should have won it last year, and they gave it to Cup. So I like Mahomes to get it done, and they're going to give him the MVP most likely if he wins.
All right, I love that. Your other action, you're also on the opening kickoff to be a touchback. No, plus 150 for a 2-star play. So that first kick of the game, we're going to be on our feet ready for this thing. Will there be a score in the first 6.5 minutes of the game? You have the yes, plus 110 for a 1-star play. Also over 2.5 players to throw a pass, minus 125 for a 1-star play. You have under 5.5 sacks combined in the game, minus 115 for a 1-star play. And Chiefs money line, plus 110 for a 3-star play.
I'm also going to double up, and I'm going to play the Chiefs plus 1.5 for a 3-star play.
All right. So man, so that's basically 9 units on the Chiefs because you got money line, you got spread, you got Mahomes MVP. So be rooting hard for the Chiefs on Sunday night.
Yeah, for sure. I think with the game script, if the Chiefs are up, Gainwell's going to get the ball a lot. I'm betting this thing the way that I think it's going to play out.
All right. Okay, that's all I got for today. B. Fishman, thank you for joining us, man. Enjoyed it. And I hope you kick Tito's ass. I would love to see this.
Of course, everyone wants to kick Tito's ass because Tito's the top dog. Tito's always the top dog. I'm the content machine over here, Daddy. I got these two jokers over here like they lost the bet or something, both in the buttoned-up shirts. Tito's relaxing. I got the hat on. I got the quarter zip on. I don't really give a crap about nothing right now, Daddy. Woo!
We're going.
I put a 3-star play on kicking Tito's ass. That's what I got.
Yes. Tito, what's the CYC situation this weekend? What's your schedule like?
CYC's off tonight, Daddy. Think a rough weekend is starting tomorrow. What a fraud that is. We got some sort of high school basketball CYC crap going on this weekend. Got something like the Doe Bros or something like that. I took them to the woodshed last night with pickup basketball. They're playing tomorrow night. They're laying like 17.5 points over at 7 Holy Founders. I'm gonna be over there shooting some content, holding them accountable tomorrow night. Be on the lookout for that tomorrow night. And what a bunch of fraud that is. But that's pretty much it. Instructional league is off this weekend. Kudos to the guy who did make the schedule that weekend because there is no basketball this weekend for instructional league. And so we'll get right after it next weekend. Second grade had a fantastic practice last night. Worked on a little give and go. Worked on some 3-point shooting. Took down the third grade boys easily. And so, man, hot and heavy action coming later on next week with CYC and more to come from Tito. More content from Tito, not these fools, because Tito's the top dog, baby. And so, V. Fishman, thanks for joining. Again, an embarrassment, fraud. I took you to the woodshed. I'll be surprised if we have another question of the week, or I'll have another fan of the week next week. So it's all about Tito, baby. Everyone just relax, have a good Super Bowl. We'll see you next week. I got Harrison in the background trying to bug me up right now, baby.
0-1. I do want to say I called him out for one-on-one basketball last night, and he shows up late, so he couldn't play. And then he went and played against some high school kids.
This guy's talking about me being
throw
late.
His weight around.
I got 5 kids. How can I always be late? Because I got 5 kids. I got to coach 18 different teams.
In the gym. Everybody knows he don't want that 1v1. He knows it. That's why he showed up late.
Hey, kids. All right, we're going to let Tito get the dad. I can't
hear you. I got my gaming headphones in, Daddy. Woo!
All right, brother. Well, you get to your dad duty. That's going to wrap up the show for today. Guys, again, we appreciate your support with this show. We do want to grow it, so please tell your friends and family about it. Also hit that like button.
Hey, hold on, Eric.
Yep, go ahead.
You got to say, smash that like button.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think the kids say smash that.
Smash it because it's epic, right? It'd be
smash
epic
that thumbs up is what they say, I think, on the YouTube.
All right, so smash the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Chat with us in our videos. And hit the notification bell. Get our videos as soon as we drop them. Might get some bonus content this weekend. I think Tito looks like he's primed for more videos. Also, a reminder, listen to us on SoundCloud. I agree, B. Fishman. SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Just search Domesticated Gamblers at any of those places and you'll find us. If you listen on Apple, do us a favor, give us a 5-star rating and write a quick review. If you're listening to the show but want to see a guy with a mustache and 3 other handsome guys, just go to youtube.com/@domesticatedgamblers. Also now on TikTok, just search Domesticated Gamblers to find us. Also follow us on Twitter @GamblingDads. That's where I'll have all the action listed for this weekend. For Sean, for Tito, for B. Fishman, I'm Eric. This has been Domesticated Gamblers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on Monday.
Let's cash.